Good morning, friends. I'm headed to a rheumatology appointment. I finally did switch over into my new bag after having it for a month. I finally decided to make the switch, so it makes me feel very feminine and girly to have all my stuff together. But I have my packet of paperwork that I put together here a while back, so I think I'm prepared as much as I can be. I have been under the weather since last Wednesday. I've been running a fever and just like in a lot of pain, and just just barely surviving, really, just barely functioning, which that's all very normal with lupus. Best case scenario is that we get some answers and some help and we're going in the right direction. I also have to go over and get some regular blood work done from my regular doctor whenever this is done. And then yeah, I'm just like I've just been barely here. I'm telling you, I've been barely surviving. I was on cloud 9. I was feeling so incredibly amazing. I was having some great days, and I just went under. But I did manage to clean my car inside and out yesterday, and I got all my house chores and stuff done this morning, so I feel really good about that. So we'll see what happens today. I was having like severe anxiety over this appointment the closer that it got to time to go. Not last night, but the night before, I was laying awake at 2 o'clock in the morning, like not knowing if I could actually go to this appointment, if I was gonna have an anxiety attack, and I couldn't sleep. And I just kept laying there and I kept repeating, be strong and of a good courage. Do not be afraid. Do not be dismayed. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Be strong and of a good courage. Do not be afraid. Do not be dismayed. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And then at like 2 o'clock in the morning, it just hit me that the Lord is with me wherever I go. And he just met me right there where I was at, and he was just ministering to me. And like I could have just shouted and got up and preached a sermon at 2 o'clock in the morning. And so my fear about going to the appointment has calmed down. Like, I was fearful over a lot of things, and fearful over, well, what if I can't even find the rheumatology building, because this is such a massive hospital, and I do good to find my regular physician and find the OBGYN. Like, what if I won't be able to find it? I don't know. I just had the biggest fear about all of it, and I thought about going in there with no makeup on, but I do have pictures of what my face looks like and stuff, so hopefully that'll be good enough, because I don't know, I feel really exposed, and my eyes are like really dark underneath and stuff, so I need some sunglasses. But anyways, I have an hour and a half drive. Nobody was available to go with me today, which that's okay, because I'm bringing you with me, and the Lord is with me wherever I go. So I've got a long drive, and I'll pick back up once we get there. So I have been on the road for an hour and 20 minutes at this point, and I still have pretty good ways to go, and then I have to find parking, which can be very challenging, and then it's a parking garage, and then I have to find the rheumatology building, because I've never seen this doctor before. But I allowed for about an hour and a half, so I'm still good on timing. But when you live on top of the mountain, there are no red lights whatsoever, and if you live there, it can tend to be a harder way of life, because you just have to expect that you're going to have to drive further everywhere that you go for something. So there are so many stores and restaurants I am in, let's just say Knoxville, Tennessee. I just come through Alcoa Highway, which they call that I'll Kill Ya Highway. I'm pretty sure that's what they call it because, you know, there's always wrecks and it's just very dangerous through there. But there's a lot of construction and stuff that's going on right now on this Tuesday. But I'm wanting to find possibly a Bath and Body Works to find like a beachy smell, because that's what I'm really into right now. Something maybe coconutty or Hawaiian scented. And then I may stop by the Amvet's thrift store. Everything you buy there supports veterans. And then I'm going to see if the Habitat is open, which I don't know if they're open on Tuesdays. They may just be open on certain days, but we're getting closer. Been walking all over this hospital trying to figure out where I'm at. Thank God they have an app to show you which way to go. But I don't know if I'm in the right parking garage right now. Found it. My car looks so pretty since I washed it yesterday. We're out of there. That was the most painful blood draw of my entire life. I just closed my eyes and I just endured it, and I didn't say a word, and it's over. But anyways, my husband called me and he's like, you sound down. Go and get you something to eat. Go to Bath and Body Works. Go wherever, you know, just make yourself happy. Go buy some stuff. And I'm not that down. I mean, it was really good appointment, I would say. I really like the rheumatologist. They're checking my urine for protein and they're checking my blood count. I'm getting another MRI. And so, yeah, just different stuff. So, and then I had to get the blood drawn for the other doctor, but I was so lost in that hospital. So anyways, we're out of there. It's 1 o'clock. Let's drink some water. I may get some food at some point because I needed to fast for the blood work. But let's go find us a thrift store. You know, that will make me happy. A thrift store. I really don't even know if that was a parking spot. But somebody just parked in it. But I gotta get my money ready because we got just to pay when we go out. Hello. Thank you. You too. Well, I'm back home. It's 6:30. My honey is up working in his shop. I was gonna take you in the thrift store with me, but it didn't happen. I went to two thrift stores. I went by Zaxby's and got a chicken sandwich and sat in the parking lot and ate it. But I'm just not all here. I don't feel well. I don't feel right. I'm still just really struggling. Tomorrow I have booked a cleaning job, so I'm going to go and do that. I'm making myself a little bit of coffee. I'm not going to have anything else to eat, but I need to figure out something to make my honey for dinner. But I will just pick back up tomorrow. I did buy some stuff from the thrift store, so I will share that with you at some point. But I did pre-record a clip of me doing my nails, and I told Patricia that I would show you that. So I'm going to insert that here, and then I will see you tomorrow. So I decided while I was waiting on my honey to get back that I would sit down and I would research some of the labs that was drawn on me. Not all of them, but some of them. And it's so good that I did, because I remember a lot of things that we talked about during the appointment, because, you know, it's so much, especially when you're meeting a doctor for the first time. But there's a UR protein and crete test, and that's to test my kidney function, which I'm so glad that someone is finally going to test my kidneys, because I asked at my old doctor for them to test my kidneys. Everything, by the way, checks out great at the OBGYN. I have a couple fibroids, a couple cysts, but they're all very small, and that should not have anything to do whatsoever with the pain that's going on in my back. But whatever's connected to my back is also connected to my front. I have a lot of issues there. I do have colitis, and I do take medication for that, but I have issues in my lower stomach as well. But HLA-B27 Disease Association, and she asked me if I had ever had my white or red blood cells tested. I said no, you know, I've never had any of that done. And then she also asked me if I had ever been tested for ankylosing spondylitis. And I'm not sure I'm saying that correct, but I know what that is, because they're also testing my mother for it. And it would just be awful. Sorry. It would just be awful, but that is what she's testing for. And she kept asking me about psoriasis, if I had any other issues going on with my body anywhere, any kind of rashes or anything like that, or scaly skin. I'm like, no, the rest of my body is just fine. It's just my face. And she asked me, you know, have you been to a dermatologist yet? And I said, no. My physician said that we would go rheumatology, we would go blood doctor next, because of the PI1, the hereditary blood clotting disorder. We would go blood doctor next. And dermatologist is kind of at the bottom of the list. It's because the blood clotting disorder is what causes my face to be discolored. So we have to get to the bottom of what's going on before we start to treat it and to clear that up. And then there's a complement C4 component, and then a C3, and that, from what I've researched, it's kidneys and lupus. The C-reactive protein Quan is checking for inflammation in the body, as well as the sedimentation rate, and that's also testing red blood cells. So, and then she's doing some other ANA, the comprehensive panel that I've had done, you know, many, many times for lupus and stuff. So we'll see what happens. The very next step is the MRI. I guess we did talk about a lot, and, you know, she did touch my body and stuff. But I thank God, she's the only doctor that has never gave me another medication. She said that, you know, with the things that are going on in my stomach and the medication that I'm on for it, that she doesn't want to give me any kind of inflammatory medication or anything like that. on a regular basis because of what's going on with my stomach. I'm serious. First doctor ever that has not gave me a new medication. But she definitely made me feel heard, you know, and so maybe we'll get somewhere this time. That would just be great. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. She also recommended water aerobics. It'd be a great excuse to get a pool, wouldn't it? But we live so close to the river that, you know, that is our swimming, that is our pool, and we don't have to do any maintenance to it. But she did recommend if I could do water aerobics to try to help with the pain. But and I told her, I said, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I stopped taking my blood thinner, the Plavix, and she said, why? And for a moment my eyes teared up, and I didn't cry. I held back all the tears. I'm just crying on you, I guess, and spilling my heart out. But I said, well, to be honest, I kind of lost hope. And I got it together. I didn't cry, but they did come to my eyes. Kind of lost hope of ever getting any help. This has been going on for so long, and it's just consumed my entire life. You know, I just suffer every day. Every day. I know people have it way worse than me, and you're like, oh girl, why are you even crying? Because my reality is a struggle. It's a nightmare. It's undeniable that I can go from living a full life, you know, and being active and exercising and thriving and working a full-time job to nothing. My life is just chronic pain. Nothing. I tried to have 5 jobs last year. But anyways, we're going to be hopeful. We're going to be positive. This is going to be a Debbie Downer vlog. But it's pretty much all that I have right now. And then, you know, walking around the thrift store, that's another reason why I didn't pick up the camera. Any store that I go to, I see several women have this big, beautiful belly where they're pregnant, and it just hasn't happened for me, and I don't know if it ever will, because if we can't figure out what's going on with my health to get me better, then I wouldn't be able to do that. I would like to try one more time, but I'm a mess right now. I'm just a complete mess. Things will get better. I decided to take a minute and do some nails. So Patricia, shout out to you. I told you I would show you these nails. So I get them off of Amazon, and they're $4.52. Really cheap, really affordable. And they come in a pack just like this. You can get different colors in them. The last time I used this color right here, but this time I'm gonna use this color. And if it's a color that I don't like, you can put nail polish over the top of it and change the color of it if you want to. And then I just got a new one from the Dollar General, this Kiss nail glue. It's $2. So I get that, and what I do is I go through and I match up, you know, each finger, what size is gonna fit what. But also, before I put my nails on, I do prep them. Like, I push my cuticles back and clean out from underneath and trim them up really good. And I wanted to show you this because I've actually had this for several years. I got this off of Amazon as well. This is a really nice high-end kit, and I think that it's under $10. I'll have to go back and see if it's still even available. But it's got a cuticle pusher. I mean, these are like really nice, like professional feeling tools. This one is great to clean out from underneath your nails. It's one of my favorite tools, but there's all different kinds of like really nice tools. This one, you have to be careful with it, but it's great, especially on your toenails, to trim, you know, that skin around there. And these tools are very sharp, very high quality. You even get these little clippers. So I will put a link for the nails and for this off of Amazon. I don't think that I'm still an affiliate because you have to sell so much on Amazon to be an affiliate. And I never sell you guys anything, so I'm pretty sure I'm not. But anyways, I will put the link to both of these on there because I highly recommend them. But after you've got your nails lined up, oh, excuse me. Hey.
Hey, babe.
But anyways, so after you have prepped your nails, just put a decent amount of this glue on there. And then you just take your nail, press it on there, and hold it for, I don't know, maybe about 10 seconds, something like that. Not very long at all. The glue holds and works very well. I can go usually about a week and a half until one starts to pop off. And then when one pops off, I just glue it back on, and I keep doing that until, you know, I get tired of them. And yeah, after you do that, and then I will file them down to make them look natural and like my real nail. I get these files off of Amazon too. I got these probably like 2 years ago. I use a 180 grit. You can, you know, whatever your preference is on that. I got this nail crooked too, by the way, but that's okay. I'll trim it up. But I'm going to put the rest of these on, and then I'm going to trim them up, and I will show you the end result. Okay, here's the final result, what they look like. Super cheap, super easy. It doesn't take me long at all, and it still looks like my natural nails. So, for $4.50, that's not bad at all. Good morning. I've been up drinking my coffee. I have booked a cleaning job for today. So I am about to load all of my cleaning supplies in my vehicle and head out. I'm going to be the only one there, so I'm not going to fix my hair. I'm going to put it back in a ponytail, but I'm not going to take you with me because I want to be respectful of this person's space, and also I want to do a really good job, you know, because she said if it goes well, then she'll call me back for more cleanings. So I'm excited about that. But last night again, I was up at 2 o'clock this morning, and the Lord just met me right where I was at, and He was just ministering to me and speaking to me. You know, there is a reason why like stories like Hannah is put into the Bible, because the Bible is there to give us stories and testimonies that we can relate to encourage us, and you know, just to show us how it worked out for them, and that God is faithful and that He can be trusted. So any situation that we're going through, we can find it in the Word of God, and that is our source of hope and encouragement. So always turn to the Word of God. And you know, the Bible says in John chapter 16 verse 33 that in this world you're going to have many trials, many tribulations, many sorrows, but behold, I have already overcome the world. And you know, it just if you are willing to be open and vulnerable and share your struggles and your testimonies, you have no idea what that will actually do for somebody. It will make even one person feel not so alone, make one person feel understood, that somebody else understands what they're going through. Just like the stories that we read in the Bible that are there to encourage us as well. But if you find yourself in that place where you are discouraged, you are feeling hopeless, just please know that I see you, God sees you. Don't give up. don't stop fighting this good fight of faith. Don't stop fighting for your health. You know, you have to advocate for yourself. And somehow, some way, well, with the help of the Lord, I am gonna pick myself back up. And you know, you have to dare to hope one more time, dare to believe one more time. You know, we just have to keep on keeping on. We have to keep on fighting. So I'm gonna work on diet. I'm gonna try to work on exercise. You know, I'm gonna keep fighting, and I'm just gonna go to all my appointments and listen to my doctors, and somehow, some way, God's gonna work all of this out. You know, Romans 8:28. This is what God was ministering to me about, not last night, but the night before. How God uses all things to work together for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. Well, when I think of good, I think that good things are happening in my life, whether that's materialistic or circumstantial. Like, good things are happening in my life, so that equals a good life. And so the good that he's talking about here, it has nothing to do with this world. It has nothing to do with material possessions that thieves can break in and steal, that moths and rust can destroy it. Ultimately, he's talking about that in all circumstances, that God will use even the bad things for my good, as in to transform me and to make me more like His Son Jesus. Sanctification. It's a process. And as long as we're on this earth, we're never going to reach a stage of perfection. But even in the bad things, in the hard times, God can use even those things to work on our character and transform us to be more like His Son Jesus, because ultimately our character is the only thing that we're going to be taking to heaven with us. He's preparing us for eternity. And so anyways, let me flip the camera around and show you the things that I got at the thrift store, and then I'm gonna head out for the day. Okay, so the first thing I got, these were 50 cents each. This one is Tory Burch. This is exactly like the glass case that I have now. So I got it, and then this one is Vera Bradley. Come in. They're both in really good condition, so a lot of the times when you purchase glasses, you get those for free, so 50 cents is a good price for those. I got this Farberware scooper. I thought this would be great, like if you were frying something, fried okra, to dip it out. So I got that. That was $1. I got this. This is Pioneer Woman. It's a butter dish, and I have one that I absolutely adore. It is vintage, and it says baked with love. I love my butter dish, so I started not to get this one, but I thought, my goodness, for $4, it's in mint condition, it's perfect, and it matches my kitchen so well, so I got that. I got this little step stool. It originally came from Marshall's for $7.99. And my husband tested it out. He's like, you're going to call me and you've fallen off the step stool because this thing is not going to be sturdy. But he said that it was okay. Just make sure that I lock all parts of it out. So I'm going to take this with me to my cleaning job. So in case I might need that to get up high. I did get these two beautiful jars as well. I gave $3.98 each for them. Somehow, I haven't even told you about this yet, but the ants found my sugar and brown sugar in those jars that I had up here on the shelf. And so I guess they don't like have a very great seal on them, but I thought these were both so gorgeous, and they do have a really nice seal on them. So hopefully the ants won't be able to get into those, so I'll get those washed up. I got this for fall. I love this little glass. I'm going to put some, flowers, whatever, fall related in there. This was $1.98. I got this cup. Thought it was really cute. $1.50. I have tons of straws. My husband got me a whole pack of them in my stocking a couple years ago, but I got that cup. And then I just got 3 more things, and all 3 of them are jeans because I'm needing some jeans. This first pair is universal thread. Target brand. These are Gap. These are really close to the Gap jeans that I really love, but these are the cigarette high-rise, mint condition, so I got those. By the way, if you are a veteran's wife and you go to Appt, if you will take a picture of your husband's identity card and just show it on your phone, then you can get the veterans discount. I did not know this, but also sign up for the rewards program because you get all kinds of like points. I had $3 and something on there to use toward all of this, and these are free assembly. I don't know what the brand Free Assembly is, but I think it's probably a nice brand. Let me Google that real quick to see what it is. Free Assembly jeans. Okay, so they're on ThredUp, and oh, okay, you could even get them at Walmart for $26. So I guess it's nothing like spectacular, but they look like they're gonna fit me really nice. They're in great condition, so hopefully at least one pair of these jeans is going to fit me. But that's everything that I picked up at the thrift store. This is gonna just be a random weird kind of vlog, but whenever I get back today from cleaning, I will get this video uploaded, so I'll have something for this week. But thank you so much for being here. You know, I watch like different videos and stuff like that, and their videos are just perfection, and you know, they're so good at decorating, and they're not struggling with their health and all this other stuff, and there's so many other people that are way better than I that you could watch. But the fact that you would choose to watch my videos and spend some time here with me, it's very humbling. Yeah, it's very humbling. You know, I don't feel like I'm worthy of that, but I certainly do appreciate you. But I love you. Please keep fighting that good fight of faith, and the Lord willing, I'm going to see you in the next one.